Honorable Busita is recognized.
Mr. Chair, with the indulgence of the TWG head and my co-members ng TWG, pero lang po kung gustong itanong Mr. Chair sa LTO. LTO, Mr. Chair, previously, ini-implement po ng LTO yung non-professional and professional driver's license. As para sa inyo, Mr. Chair, ngayon po, walang ganon. Isa lang pong category. Kung driver ka ng motorsiklo, driver ka ng motorcycle. Kung four-wheel vehicles, four-wheel vehicles. Am I right, LTO, Mr. Chair?
Yes,
LTO.
yes, Mr. Chair. We no longer use the classification of professional, non-professional. We don't have that distinction anymore, Mr. Chair.
So I think, Mr. Chair, with respect to TWG, if I may manifest, Mr. Chair, wala na po itong ganito eh. Dapat, if I may suggest, Mr. Chair, if I may manifest, only riders possessing driver's license shall be allowed to operate motorcycles for hire.
Yung may professional ito, non-pro, yung NP.
Okay.
And
Yung P,
the MTPP or OAPP shall conduct a continuing safety training for licensed
Yeah, DL2.
riders of motorcycles for hire
Yes.
with a curriculum duly certified by the TESDA.
pro lahat yan, sir.
Pro
P
lahat to.
yan, sa akin.
Oh.
At least
Richie, non-pro.
one every year, Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir. Pagka may P.
Kasi po, Mr. Chair,
NP.
kung mag-undergo pa po ng training and seminars ang riders
Dito sa harap nakalagay.
sa accredited training schools,
Dito na tayo.
additional burden na naman po ito. Parang mahihirapan na naman po, Mr. Chair, yung ating mga riders. Samantalang yung pong taxi drivers, jeepney drivers, bus drivers, wala naman pong ganitong programa na kailangan mag-undergo sila ng training sa accredited training schools ng TESDA. Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, if I may, I was just made aware. Before we would have an indication in the front of the license if the driver is a professional or non-professional. Now it's all at the back of the license, part of our driver's restriction codes. We still maintain the code P for professional, and if there is no P, the NP for non-professional. Right now, we have two DL codes for motorcycle. We have a DL code for DL code A, which signifies motorcycle, and it can be a professional or non-professional motorcycle driver.
Mr. Chair, if I may be allowed, gusto po nating malaman sa LTO, kung ako po ay rider at inisyuhan po ninyo ako ng lisensya, ano po ba ang pagkakaiba ng professional and non-professional?
Pagka professional, pwede kang mag-for hire. Pagka non-pro.
Pag you will use your, Mr. Chair, if your license is, if you tend to use your license as a motorcycle driver for for hire basis, then you have to be a professional. Merong added training po yan. Hindi naman po, then the non-professional, yung NP code would suffice, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, ibig sabihin po may problema tayo doon. Ano po bang pagkakaiba ng private motorcycle rider? Doon sa, ibig sabihin pala, parang gusto natin sabihin, if I may, Mr. Chair, na kung yung kaibigan ko ka sa akin, non-professional, parang delikado siya. Ibig sabihin, parang hindi po natin makita, Mr. Chair, yung clear distinction between non-professional and professional. Ibig sabihin po ba, hindi pa enough yung inyong ibinibigay na lisensya para maging safe ang riders and their back riders, Mr. Chair? Kasi po, ang pinapind out natin dito, Mr. Chair, siguro po, with respect to LTO, hindi na po natin ito questionin. Kung ang LTO magkakandak ng regular training and seminar, the problem is accredited training schools. Ay ngayon pa lamang po, ang lalaki na ng charges na nagmumukhang negosyo na. With all due respect, LTO, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, pag professional driver's license, we would require additional training. Hindi po pwede kung first-time license holder, they cannot immediately jump to a professional at DL code. So kailangan dumaan muna po siya ng at least 2 years na non-professional before we can allow him to graduate to a professional.
May I intervene? The difference between a professional and non-professional driver is that. Sa akin lang ito. Yung non-professional, if you use it for your own, yung private. But if you use it as a common carrier, then there will be more stringent requirements. Kasi you're involving the lives of your passenger already. And you're using it as a business. Yun ang difference nun. There is a difference between the two.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Pwede po bang malaman sa LTO, bakit kailangan po na accredited training school pa yung mag-conduct noon? Hindi po ba dapat mas capable tayo and as far as public service is concerned, parang mas maganda po yun eh. Dahil ang lalaki po ng charges ng mga accredited schools eh, Mr. Chair. Kaya po ba ng LTO?
Yes, Chair. We conduct free TSD, theoretical driving lectures. We do this regularly, Mr. Chair, as far as part of LTO's outreach program.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, kaibigan ko naman ng LTO Chief, Asik Bigor Mendoza. Mr. Chair, may I manifest na mag-submit po ng schedule ang LTO doon sa kanilang trainings na kinakandak for free sa mga motorista. Kasi po, as far as I know, sinasabi po ng LTO, yes, may programa sila, pero hindi pwedeng asahan, Mr. Chair, eh. Pupunta ka, wala pa. Pupunta ka, hindi pa sigurado yung schedule. So, naobliga po, may programa nga sila, pero kung titingnan po yung totoong sitwasyon, parang nagiging cover story na lang ito, Mr. Chair. Sorry po, LTO. Na talagang pag motorista ka, whether you're driver or rider, mapilitan ka talagang pumunta, Mr. Chair, sa accredited schools na ang lalaki ng binabayaran. In fact, ang alam ko po, marami ng accredited schools na pinasara ang LTO dahil sa mga anomalya, Mr. Chair.
Are you espousing, Your Honor, that there will be no training for motorcycle riders who will be involved as common carriers?
No, Mr. Chair.
So what are you trying to espouse?
Ang punto po dito, Mr. Chair, kaya po natin tinanong kung nagkakandak ba ng pre-seminar and training ang LTO? Yes, meron daw po.
I don't think so. Could you please give me a list of all motorcycle training facilities? Kasi wala akong nakukuha eh. Ang alam ko na school ng mga nagdadrive motorcycle, yung tatay, yung kapatid. Yun naman ang katotohanan eh. Maski naman yung tricycle driver na kuha ni Mr. Lim, sa tatay at saka sa anak lang naman natuto na mag-drive eh. And yet, binibigyan natin ng lisensya. That is precisely the reason why they do not even know the laws, the rules and regulations of the road. Yun naman ang katotohanan eh. Oh. Kaya nga ako, tumagal dito sa aking committee ito dahil hindi ko nakikita yung gusto kong kwan, safety mechanisms. Kasi buhay ng tao ang nakataya rito eh. Yung kung data-driven tayo, ito yung pinakamaraming aksidente na vehicle. Ito yung pinakamaraming na fatalities na aksidente. And yet, wala man tayo nakikita na maraming training institution for motorcycle riders or drivers. Yun ang katotohanan. Bakit akala nyo ba kung hindi lang ito sinigdify na kailangan, sabi ni Presidente at Speaker, hindi ko naman nilagay-table ito sa katotohanan. Kasi wala akong nakikita na safety. May mga tanungan ako rito. Hindi pa ako nagsisimula. Hindi ba? Ang dami, doon lang sa Antipolo. Tanungin mo yung mga nagdadrive ng motorcycle. Saan sila natuto? Sa tatay ko. Sa kapatid ko. Minor de edad, nagdadrive ng motorsiklo. Walang lisensya. Why do we allow this? Tapos ngayon, gagawa ka tayo ng motorcycle for hire? Wala kayong training institution? Oh, come on. Yung driver nga natin ay pinag-aaral natin sa driving school for 7, 14, 21 days. Nagtataka rin ako, bakit 7, 14, 21? Para ba sa mabilis matuto yung 7? Ewan ko. Pero, yes, Mr. De La Cruz.
gusto ko lang ko ibalik ulit sa atin ano, yung katanungan ko from the first time na umaten ako sa Technical Working Committee from the time of ASEC Lantin, ASEC Swansing. Gusto kong ibalik ulit sa Technical Working Committee. Meron po bang dinaanan na professional na trainer ang itong motorcycle taxi,
45.
45,000?
45,000.
Dumaan ho ba sila sa training?
Yun na nga.
At sino ang trainer na nag-conduct nito? At sa LTO, LTFRB, DOTR, meron po ba tayong professional o meron tayong curriculum for motorcycle? Yan po, nung pa, tinatanong ko yan eh. Kasi nung pa kami nag-aaral yan, no? Meron ho ba tayo? Even TESDA, do you have a professional instructor specifically for motorcycle or module or seminars specifically for motorcycle? Even highway patrol, do we have? Yan lang po.
The questions was asked of me, so I will also ask the same questions to ASEC Mendoza kasi bawal ka magtanong kung arte.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In fact, ever since we met, Mr. Chair, you voiced this concern as far as training of motorcycle drivers is concerned. We've been focused on this, Mr. Chair. We've been researching on this and we've been building capacity, not only on the theoretical side, the curriculum. We spoke to experts as far as motorcycle driving is concerned. We spoke to TESDA also on the curriculum, Mr. Chair. We started developing even the practical driving examination course. We went around to view what is being used in the various district offices. And I confirm, Mr. Chair, we're literally starting from zero. There is no such credible driving course as far as motorcycle is concerned. But as soon as this, in preparation for this talk, medyo napaaga lang talaga, I would admit, Mr. Chair. But we are getting there. We have been putting the brickstones necessary para mahanda ho namin ang training na required by this law of us the moment it is implemented. In the light of what you also mentioned to us, Mr. Chair, yung hindi lang yung theoretical, pati yung practical side of it. And we're all, pati yung mga, not only the curriculum, but also as pointed out, pati yung teachers. Metro Manila is one, MMJ is one case example. They have a motorcycle driving school right now. We're using that as a model. Honda has one, Mr. Chair. The PNP has one also. So we're using best practices to also build up our capacities in order to meet the challenges of this law, Mr. Chair.
Ang tanong ni Mr. De La Cruz is, meron ba tayong qualified professional motorcycle driver na magtuturo sa mga ito? Yun ang kanyang punto eh. Kasi, alam nyo, gagawin natin common carrier ito. Pero, kung titingnan po naman natin, kung nakakapag-drive ako ng motorsiklo, pag may kasalubong ako na mas malaki kaysa sa akin, umiiwas na ako eh. Pero ngayon, kung titingnan mo, yung motorcycle rider, sila pang hari ng kalsada. Oh, nag-drive din ako ng motorsiklo. 450. Pero pag umiiwas ako. Ngayon, ako ang umiiwas. Eh, kotse na at saka yung dala-dala ko. Van. So, that is precisely the reason why gusto kong nakalagay dito sa magiging batas yung safety requirement. Unless there is so, hindi ko naman palulusutin to.
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Yes?
Baka suggestion lang, Mr. Chair, baka yung mga motorcycle dealer, bago tayo kumuha sa kanila, sila yung i-required natin sana na magkaroon ng mga professional trainer bago tayo makabili sa kanila ng mga motorcycles. Lahat ng mga ano na po na to para hindi na po ito galing sa gobyerno. Mr. Chair, at sila mag-hire ng mga professional na kagaya po ni Mr. Anthony Santa Cruz.
That would take another law.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, please, you still have the floor.
Mr. Chair, meron po ba ditong present resource person from the MTPP, Mr. Chair? Meron po ba? Angkas? Comsec, please. Mr. Chair, as far as I know, dito po sa pilot program ng motorcycle taxi, one of the requirements, Mr. Chair, like Angkas, meron kayong training facility. Tama po ba, Mr. Chair?
That's correct, Mr. Chair.
Hindi, meron kanina. May sumagot.
So, Mr. Chair,
Kanina umaga.
Mr. Chair, ang Angkas po, one of the MTPP dito sa motorcycle taxi pilot program, ni-require po sila na mayroong training facilities. And they are required to train their riders. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
How about Joyride? Nandiyan po ba, Mr. Chair? Kapareho po ba kayo ng angkas na ni-require kayo sa pilot program na mayroon kayong training facilities, Mr. Chair? Thank you, Mr. Chair. How about Mobit? Nandiyan po ba ang Mobit, Representative?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Pareho din po.
So,
Meron po.
Mr. Chair, ang Mobit meron ding training facilities and their riders are required to undergo training, Mr. Chair. So, I think, Mr. Chair, yung pong concern natin as far as safety is concerned, dahil nakita po natin yung statistics na maganda naman ang result ng pilot program as far as safety is concerned, if I may, Mr. Chair, yung pong training, ibigay na lamang po sa MTPP or EPP. Kesa naman po, ibigay natin doon sa accredited training schools na magcha-charge ng malaking halaga. In fact, I think, mas may concern po yung MTPP and OEPP as far as safety of the riders are concerned. Dahil sila din ang maapektuhan kung mababa yung safety level ng kanilang riders, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, we agree with that suggestion.
Please, you ask permission first from the chairman. Yes, Mr. Chair, from Angkas.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I was saying we very much welcome that suggestion po, Mr. Chair. In fact, we are willing to do it for free po.
Yes, please. How about Joyride, Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chair, sa ngalan po ng Joyride, we are willing very much na kami na po ang mag-handle ng training ng mga papasok sa aming mga biker.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. How about Mobit?
Mr. Chair, same din po with us.
So, Mr. Chair, alam ko po kung tayo nasa posisyon ng MTPP and OPP, mamahalin natin yung ating riders. And maapektuhan din po yung ating business kung maraming maaksidente sa ating mga riders. Mag-boomerang ito sa atin, makakasira ito sa ating business, and kung hindi ito ma-address nila properly, sila din po ang maapektuhan yung kanilang business. So again, Mr. Chair, if I may manifest na ito po sanang continuing safety training seminar, ibigay na lamang po natin sa MTPP and OEPP. At the same time, makakatipid po, Mr. Chair, yung ating mga riders at hindi sila maabuso ng malalaking charges na katulad ng ginagawa ng ibang training schools, Mr. Chair.